Hey guys, so we're here to talk about the Nicene Creed. When did it happen? Why was it formed? And what is a creed? So we'll begin with what a creed is. A creed is a statement of faith, one that is usually used for quite a long time. It kind of lays out why we're doing this or answers some points of contention between two groups of people. So, the Nicene Creed came about in 325 AD. So, that was about 1700 years ago. And the main reason that the Nicene Creed came about was there was a lot of contention between two groups of Christians. So, it was starting a lot of problems in the empire. So, the emperor actually called them together to the Council of Nicaea to sit down and figure out what the truth was. So this point of contention was Jesus God? And because they sat down and logically figured out that if Jesus was begotten, that means that there was a time before him, and God is someone who exists at a time. So that must mean that Jesus is not God. And that is going completely against our faith and what Christianity means. So the Christians of that time had to respond to this question. So they sat down at the Council of Nicaea and they struggled with it and they worked hard to figure it out. Because it's not just one answer and boom, you got the truth. They had to study and know the scriptures. And so they sat down and found the truth that Jesus is God and that he is of the same substance, that he isn't just a human that had godlike characteristics, or it was just someone who was a really great person but wasn't actually God. So they sat down and created this creed where it set out to say that God was the creator and that Jesus was him as a human, and that he is God, that Jesus is God. And so it's really intricate and interesting how they go about disproving the belief that Jesus wasn't God. And they really set a firm foundation for Christians and churches to build on. Many churches still recite the Nicene Creed every time they meet together. And it's such a great creed for anyone to know because it sets out the basics of what Christianity is all about. That if Jesus wasn't God, then he has no reason to be dying for our sins, and we aren't actually being saved. And that was super big, and that's like the biggest thing in our entire faith. So they took it on and they wrote it down, and now many generations afterwards, people are still able to know it and see the truth in the Bible. So